Wow, Naoya Inoue, true warrior. He reveals that he had a broken nose and a broken orbital in his fight with Nonito Donaire, the fight he won to win the World Boxing Super Series. Wow. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also, subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest in boxing if you want to become part of the gang. Notification gang. Please hit the bell icon. Shout out to the Super Chats, channel donations, the Venmo donations, and the Patreon family. We working. Sign up for ESPN Plus below using my link. It does help the channel. I am an affiliate. Now, a really good fight with Naoya Inoue of Japan and Nonito Donaire. And he did an update. I have to use Google Translate because I do not speak Japanese. But I did use the translate. You'll be able to see it on the screen. And he put this message on his verified Twitter account in Japanese. And here's the translation. It says, there is a report saying that I told the eyeball that my eye that there was no abnormality. But I had a right eye orbital fracture from the second round left hook. But fortunately, I didn't have to do surgery with conservative treatment. I'm trying to, oh shit. Anyway, Google Translate, sorry about that. Google Translate is not, 100% accurate to formulate full sentences. So let's start again. There is a report saying that I said that my eye, there was no abnormality, but I had a right eye orbital fracture with the second round left hook from Donaire. Fortunately, I didn't have to do any surgery with conservative treatment. There will be no impact on next year's fight game, so I will do my best again. So basically, he's saying, he should be good by next year based on what the doctor's saying. By the way, my nose was also broken. Wow. Wow. So I want to wish a speedy recovery to champion Inoue. Great fight that he had. And I just want to give you guys the update. Now, the fight was really good. This how you know there's a picture of him at the header, of him holding the World Boxing Super Series. Oh, here, they're saying it too. Update. Inoue suffered a right eye orbital fracture with second round left hook. Fortunately, it doesn't. Oh, they copied and pasted. So anyway, he's saying everything should be good, but he was in a war with Nonito Donaire. And huge respect to both fighters. I can't show the fight, obviously, for copyright reasons. Inoue is a beast, to be out there with broken nose and go the distance with Donaire. And also an orbital fracture. If you remember, the orbital fracture is what created the TKOs for Kell Brook in the Gennady Golovkin fight and the man down fight with Errol Spence. And this man fought through that. The fight was in Japan. All his people were there. He's a huge star out there. And he was like, nah, I'm gonna fight through this. So that's beast mode. I came out in beast mode. That's beast mode stuff. But I'm from the Bay Area, as you guys know. Nonito Donaire is from the Bay Area. Followed his whole career. His second pro fight was a loss in Vallejo, 707, which is my backyard. And I was hoping, I picked Inoue to win because obviously younger, he had the momentum. But I was just hoping that Nonito Donaire would have a performance he could be proud of. Just didn't get sparked out or something like that. And when it's all said and done, I think he did. And I'm happy for that. I've seen some people kind of arguing on Twitter if Donaire is a Hall of Famer. That is by far one of the dumbest questions that I've ever heard. After that performance, and when you look back at his career, of course he's a Hall of Famer. He's had a Hall of Fame career. He remained undefeated for about 11 years before facing Guillermo Rigondeaux, a two-time Olympic gold medalist. And he went the distance in that fight. He lost, but you know, he went to this. Now he just fought a younger Inoue in his prime, was hurt badly to the body. People were like, oh, it's over. You know, he got hurt in a couple spots. Nope. He held it together, bit down on that gum shield, and did what champions do. So for sure, Donaire is a Hall of Famer. For sure, he's a warrior, and he made the Bay proud. I'm sure he made his kids proud. And speaking of his kids, he had Inoue'S let him like pose with the Ali trophy. There was a great show of sportsmanship from the two Asian warriors. And Donaire was posing with his kids next to the Ali trophy, and he had his kids say like, oh, thank you, Mr. Inoue. Oh, here it is. Look. I thought this was great, bro.
Thank you, Mr. Inoue, and congratulations.
Bro.
Thank you, Mr. Inoue, and congratulations.
This is top class. Donaire is class, bro. He has his kid, he has his kid. I remember when I was at the Ward Kovalev fight, Kovalev was pissed because he lost both of the Ward fights, and he acted like a spoiled brat, pouting and not giving no credit. You got Donaire who just lost. He was in a war. He was hurt. He really showed people. People said he was going to get blasted out. People said he got gifted to the finals because mishaps happen in terms of injuries with his opponents. This man, he put on, he was really, this is what boxing is about. Donaire, what he did with Inoue, I mean, it's really like a Rocky movie. Not that he won, but just the fact that nobody even gave him a chance for real. You know what I'm saying? And he did that. And then now come to find out, he fought hurt and he broke the man's orbital, and he, broke the man's nose. He was out there. He was out there trying, and it says a lot about Inoue as well. It shows you everything he's about. So he definitely, you could put him on the pound for pound list. That's great. What I keep saying, this is why tournaments and when boxing gets it right, it's such a beautiful thing. That's why the World Boxing Super Series or Super 6, any tournament style, what Al Heyman's doing at 147, anything where it's like gives you the semblance of a tournament, that's why it's good for boxing. Unifications. Every good fight we have had, like the most memorable fights, majority of them were consolidations of a belt or unifications. Pacquiao had a WBA regular. Keith Thurman had a WBA super. It was a great fight. Unifications. Artur Beterbiev versus Alexander Voltsik. Unification. Sean Porter versus Errol Spence. IBF and WBC champion. Unification. You have Maurice Hooker versus Jose Ramirez. Unification. You have Inoue versus Donaire. Unification. You had Regis Prograis also in the World Boxing Super Series versus Josh Taylor. Unification. See, when boxing gets it right, it's no mystery. It's no mystery that this is not rocket science. You put the best versus the best, and look at these outcomes. You got in all those situations I named, both the winner and the loser didn't really lose in terms of like, nobody's hassling. People were hassling Keith Thurman. Like, man, do you even want to be a boxer anymore? But after the Pacquiao fight, we seen what he went through, and we seen how he did at the back half of the fight. He was hurting Pacquiao. So people let off him. We just seen Voltsik get knocked out. Nobody's harassing Voltsik or, making fun of Voltsik for losing. You were in there with the tank who beat you in the amateurs, and he's strong as fuck. Like, that's how you win some, you lose some. So again, it's no mystery to me. When good fights happen, good things happen. But shout out to Inoue and Donaire. Hell of a fight. Rest up to Inoue. I'm definitely going to be checking for his channel. He's signed with Top Rank. He says the injuries, he'll be good by next year. There's a lot of good fights. Luis Neri, him and Navarrete, if they could fight. Rigondeaux. I mean, there's a lot of options that I would like to see. The future's looking bright for Inoue, and hell of a career for Donaire. I don't know what he's going to do now. I don't know what there is to do, but he definitely held his own. And did what champions do, both of them. So shout out to that. The only downside, you know, in such a positive video is DAZN. They put this fight at 4:30. I didn't even get to watch it in real time. Like, I don't like that. I don't like watching fights back, you know? And I work boxing. I do this full time, no kids. So I could usually watch fights, but they put on at such an inconvenient time. I tried to stay up. It was like 3. I was like, no, there's no way I'm going to make it another hour and a half, you know? And then I had to end up watching it after the fact because they put it on at such an inconvenient time because they didn't coordinate that. You know, a couple days or a week after Canelo was on at an inconvenient time, Canelo Kovalev, you had to wait up late on the East Coast and Texas and Mexico and Cali, you know. So DAZN needs to sort it out. Shout out to Inoue'S, Donaire. Let me know what you guys thought of the fight. Definitely one of the classics. Definitely a classic for this year. If you love what I'm doing, smash the like button. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego signing off.
So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxing Ego, the future of boxing.